The Paul Leslie Hour, helping people tell their stories. And now, your host, Paul Leslie.
Hey, it's me. We're joined by an actor and innovator, Mr. Anson Williams. He's known for, among other things, playing the role of Potsie on the popular television show Happy Days. He's also worked on many other television shows, done some directing, and lately he's dedicated himself to something that just might save your life or the life of someone you love. We're talking about alert drops, which is a wake-up aid. So, Anson Williams, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me on. Really appreciate it.
Our pleasure. How are you doing today?
Doing great. I tell you, it's a little. I'm here in California, but it's actually a little nippy. It's cold. Well, compared to other areas, maybe not that cold, but here, it's cold.
A colder day. So,
yeah.
Who is Anson Williams at heart?
Oh, start off with the little question. What am I at heart? I guess, well, I'm a father to 5 daughters, and I don't know. I'm someone who likes to start new every day. I like to take everything I've learned and pay it forward, good and bad, become the best person I can, and hopefully, have a, well, I do have a purpose as a father, but also as in other areas, have a purpose that leaves things a little better when I'm gone. So I like to explore, I like to create, and hopefully inspire, improve other people's lives, not just my own.
And on the note of improving lives, I think everyone has a story about when either they were a passenger or they were driving. I have a couple, and they started to veer off the road, or they suddenly woke up and realized, oh my gosh, I just fell asleep. So tell us about the inspiration behind these alert drops.
It started quite a few years ago, maybe almost 2 decades ago. I was directing a show, and we were on location here in the local desert called Palmdale, and it was Slap Maxwell with Danny Coleman, and it was a really hot day, and it was an exhausting day of directing. I really should have gotten a motel room or something. But I thought I could make it home, and I'm in the car, I'm exhausted, and the next thing I knew, I blacked out. And I ended up bouncing around in the desert and almost killed myself. Very lucky. And my second cousin, who I call Uncle, ever since I was born, is Dr. Henry Heimlich, who created the Heimlich maneuver. And we've been tight for years. And when I spoke with him, and to backtrack a bit, Henry was a genius at how the body helps the body, sensory connection and all that. And he knew that if you cut up lemons and when you're exhausted, you bite into it, the citrus and sour lemon would hit the lingual nerve on top of your tongue, and the automatic reflex reaction of the body is adrenaline. So you're up, you're awake, nothing in your system, your own body waking the body, and it's instant. So with Henry's genius and information, I did that and never had the problem again. Well, then through the years, not only was I in the entertainment business, I loved creating products that never existed that were problem solvers in many different areas, everything from beauty to health. And if I didn't create it, I would find the team to create it. But I just loved coming up with these problem solutions. And when I started researching drowsy driving, I found out just how catastrophic it is. I mean, it's up there with guns, drunk driving. It's up there with medicated driving. In fact, there's more accidents, more deaths, more loss of funds with drowsy driving than alcohol and medicated driving combined. In 2012, the National Sleep Foundation did a detailed study. Back then, there's more now, but back then, we found 168 million drowsy drivers a year. 168 million.
Wow.
That's over half the population. And 1 out of 5 admitted to falling asleep, so it's more. At least 1 out of 5 accidents. more fatalities than drunk and medicated driving combined. I mean, it's a serious, huge problem. It's not some outside little problem. It is center stage. And I had an idea. And I called up Dr. Heimlich and I said, Hank, since it's citric acid and sour lemon that stimulates the lingual nerve, that causes a sensory connection with the brain, that causes instant reflex reaction of adrenaline naturally for you to wake up, body to wake up. What if we put citric acid, sour lemon, water, little preservative in a spray drop? And what if we just sprayed it on top of the tongue? Wouldn't that be as strong, if not stronger, than a lemon? He said it would be stronger. And he said, absolutely do it. It will save more lives than the Heimlich maneuver. And he helped any way he could. I developed alert drops. If people go to alertdrops.com, they will read about alert drops, read about a Heimlich story. They will read there's very old science behind this. It's not new. I mean, it's MIT has proven the lingual nerve and the reaction, many studies. All we did was take it and put it in a civilized form. Dr. Heimlich passed away a year ago, December 17th, but I talked to him a few weeks before, 96 years old, and one of our last parts of the conversation was that promising him to get alert drops out, again reiterating we'll save more lives than maneuver. So I did. We created alert drops and alertdrops.com, and already it's helped so many people. It's prevented so many tragedies. Such a simple way of saving lives, all because of Dr. Heimlich's knowledge. Anyone out there listening, it's your responsibility to either have a cut-up lemon in the car or in your purse, or alert drops in your purse, in your pocket, in your car. It can save your life. And also we've been finding construction sites have been buying it, hospitals, doctors, Uber drivers, EMTs, anybody that needs to be alert in their job. Kids in classrooms, very safe way to get alert, to get awake, to be clear in class. Any place you need to be alert is a safe, natural way of saving lives, of having alertness for jobs that need clarity, classrooms that need clarity. So please go to alertdrops.com, read about it, and improve your life, protect your life, save a life.
It's very interesting that you're carrying on a kind of family tradition, if you think about it. Mm-hmm. Tell us about the man. Everybody hears this term, Heimlich maneuver, but I'm very curious to know what kind of man he was.
Oh, just a delight. The greatest personality, a selfless man. I mean, he didn't make a dime off the Heimlich maneuver. And I think he was in the Guinness Book of Records as a single individual saving more lives than anyone in history. He also created the Heimlich valve. He created a lot of other life-saving inventions, too. He was very inspired by his wife, Jane Heimlich, who was Jane Murray, one of Arthur Murray's twin daughters. And Jane was a pioneer in alternative medicine. She wrote the book, which your doctor doesn't tell you. It had a big influence on Dr. Heimlich of looking for alternative methods, solving health problems, saving lives, before taking medicines, before taking drugs. And he was very influenced by Jane. So what you have here is a very intelligent, kind, brilliant man who was out for the betterment of mankind. That's who he was. And I was just very privileged to be around him, part of that. And I don't take credit for the alert drops. I give Dr. Heimlich credit. Without his knowledge and without his experience and without his selflessness of giving me this information, alert drops wouldn't have happened. So I'm just paying Dr. Heimlich forward. Because every day, he's passed away over a year ago, but every day he lives through other people living. Every day he's saving lives through the maneuver. He's saving lives through alert drops. I mean, what a legacy. So I'm just a messenger. I'm just paying this forward. I don't take credit for this.
For anyone out there who's wondering, what would you say to somebody who says, well, what's wrong with caffeine?
Oh, well, there's a lot wrong with caffeine. I mean, caffeine's fine. I mean, I drink coffee. I mean, I love coffee. But it's not going to save your life. When you drink, say you think that, oh, I'll drink a cup of coffee, I'll be fine. You won't be fine. One, it takes 20 minutes to take effect.
Yeah.
Two, you need too much of it. And that screws up your sleep pattern.
True.
It just causes a merry-go-round of exhaustion. And it's art of improving. It doesn't work. Drowsy driving hasn't gotten better. It's gotten worse. It doesn't work. Rolling down your window doesn't work. Putting the stereo up on your car loud doesn't work. You'll black out. A lot of times, aren't there times when you're driving, your eyes are open, but you don't remember how you got where you got to?
Yeah.
Has that happened to you?
Absolutely.
Oh my God. I'll say, what happened last night? You're asleep. You're asleep with your eyes open.
Mm-hmm.
You are asleep. And alert drops will take you out of that instantly because it's your own body waking the body. It's sensory connection to your tongue and brain. And it's your own body's adrenaline waking you up, ready to go. And nothing in your system to harm you, nothing to screw up your sleep pattern. But caffeine does not work. Nothing works. The only thing that works is pulling off the road and going to sleep, or to get yourself home safely, instant adrenaline in your body. That's it. That's the only things that will work. Nothing else.
In best case scenario with the alert drops, what would you like to see happen as you expand the reach of this service?
I'd like it to be part of a fabric of the country. I want it to be in everyone's car, everyone's pocket. I want it to be Kleenex. I just want it there when you need it. I know I can't shut up about it. I can't not be unemotional about it because I know it works. I know what it can do. I know what a simple fix for a catastrophic problem. In the world today, we have so many things going on that are out of our control. It's nice that we can take a catastrophic situation and be able to do something about it, to control it. So I just want it in people's lives. I just want it there when you need it to stop an unnecessary tragedy. That's what I want. I want it to be part of the social fabric.
And again, anyone can check out the website. It's alertdrops.com. And
yes,
I want to ask you a little bit about Happy Days.
Sure.
From Happy Days, who would you say you were the closest to?
Two people. Ron Howard during the filming, very much like a brother, and Don Most.
The redheads.
He lives about 20 minutes from me. Just a wonderful human being, and so is Ron. Ron now we don't talk as much. He's all over the world all the time, but he's a phone call away. But yeah, very much so. And Ron had a big influence on me. I mean, first he's brilliant. He's so talented, and just as much as he is talented, he's just a tremendous human being. A man of great character and responsibility, and a lot of love and a lot of selflessness. And his goodness comes before his ego, and he had a tremendous effect on me. I mean, just a wonderful man who's never changed.
What do you think of Don Most's singing?
Oh, have you listened to his singing, by the way? Have you gone online and seen any of his performances?
I have indeed, yes.
He's brilliant.
Yeah.
He's fantastic. He started as a kid in the Catskills. He used to sing Jolson songs in the Catskills. And then unfortunately, I was the one that sold music to Gary on the show, so I got to become the singer on the show. But now it's Don's turn. I mean, Don is one of the best singers in the world, one of the best performers in the world doing the American Songbook. He's tremendous, just tremendous. And anyone out there, who comes to your area, definitely go see Don Most. He's a fantastic performer, and you will enjoy yourselves very much.
What is it like to be a part of something that, for the majority of people, is such a positive thing? I think of Happy Days, and immediately I am happy. So what is it like for you when you're a part of something like that?
Well, it's a gift, I mean, not only was it great to act on the show, but it also became a college. Gary Marshall inspired all of us to learn so many areas of the entertainment business, directing, writing, editing. And he made it possible for us to have the entire use of the Paramount lot to observe directors, go into writing sessions. So it was more than just a great show to act in. It was also a great life experience to learn from. And that was Gary. And it feels wonderful to be part of something that you think about it, puts a smile on your face. But also, it gave us a platform again for better for greater things than ourselves. Like right now, we're educating people on alert drops because of Happy Days. It gave me that opportunity to have that platform. It gives you a responsibility to do something that's bigger than yourself, and even Gary taught that too. That we can't be selfish. We've got to help others with our opportunities.
What has been your proudest moment?
Oh, being a dad. Being a dad to 5 daughters. I mean, nothing makes me prouder than their successes and their happiness. It might sound cliche, but I think everyone listening, it's true. Other than that, I think I've done some things in life that has made this world a better place. That I've contributed. I've been part of something that contributed that made a little better place. That helped somebody, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud to have been able to participate in that.
As a result of the fame that you got, what did you learn the misconceptions about fame were?
Someone years ago just gave me a wonderful piece of advice, and I'll share it. Because there's healthy fame and there's unhealthy fame. And we're young people becoming famous at a very young age. And again, Gary Marshall was instrumental in keeping us grounded. And we learned that we're in it, and you're in it. I mean, you're ambitious. You have a show. You have response. You've got that fire to build something, to make something great. And you should go out there. You want to be an actor, be great. You want to be a writer, be great. You want to be an engineer, be great. You're in it. Do the best you can. Never, ever, ever be of it. It's not who you are. It's what you do. If you become of it, it's over. You've lost yourself. You've lost yourself as a human being. You're hiding behind something. You're running away from yourself. And I learned that as fame. Fame, you're in it. You're not of it. I didn't live it. I didn't hide behind it. It just was there. It's what I did. It came with it. Not who I am, not what I do. It's what I do. It's not who I am. And so that's when we're inspired to use it for the greater good. So that's basically my definition of fame. You're in it. It's wonderful. You can do a lot of good with it. Don't be of it.
Well, what is on the horizons with Anson Williams?
Wow. Well, I'm still very involved in the entertainment business. I was just hired to write a screenplay based on Samuel Hahnemann, who it's an amazing story. I mean, it's a thrilling story. But he was the creator of homeopathy in the 18th century, and it's really echoes today in big pharma. It's going to be. I'm just honored to be able to write it, to be able to write the script, and I've got a pilot that I really can't get into, but that's going to be going in the. It's kind of a motivational talk show area, and there's a few other things that are going to entertainment, and then I'm very involved in the product business in terms of creating things that really improve people's lives, and I'm very, very involved in this drowsy driving and alert drops. I mean, I spend a tremendous amount of time because I know lives can be saved. It's very important to spend the time there. It really is. It's going to make a difference. It's going to save families from being torn apart. The average age of deaths are 18 to 25. College kids are going to come home. Parents are going to come home. Friends are going to come home. We're going to stop this unnecessary destruction of family, of family units, of and everything else. So yeah, I'm spending a hell of a lot of time on that.
And as we're closing here, I'm hoping that you can kind of take the stage, take the microphone. You can go anywhere you want. We have people listening from all over. What would you say to them?
Well, first of all, this isn't said enough. You count. You count. You are special. Don't let the media, don't let the societal merry-go-round manipulate you into running away from yourself, into thinking you're nothing, you're something. you count. And I want to tell everyone, it's very important to find yourself. You find yourself, you find your destiny. We're not accidents in this world. We're no different than putting a seed in the ground and a beautiful garden grows or a flower grows or a tree grows. We're no different. The animal kingdom in this world have natural places to be. We're not accidents. We all have natural places to be. We really do. We all have purpose. We all have direction. No one's bigger than anybody else. I don't care if you're a coal miner. I don't care if you're president of the United States. I don't care if you're a movie star. Nobody is better than anybody else. Different jobs, different skills, different communications, but ultimately everyone's the same and everybody's equal in importance. You are important. You count. Do something with it. Find yourself. Move forward. Don't look at that mountain. Climb the mountain. Don't let anyone, turn off your engine and, no, refuel, move forward, climb that mountain. Don't let it, find yourself, get that innate, that it feeling that moves you forward. Go with it, trust it, and live your life. And love. Our purpose and love before you receive. Give before you receive. Very important.
Thank you very much for sharing with us. Thank you for your passion.
Thank you for letting me share it.
My pleasure. And again, for all the listeners out there, I want you all to visit alertdrops.com if you're curious and want some more information. There's lots of stuff on there, and it affects just about everybody who drives or is a passenger.
Yes. Protect your family. Protect yourself. Protect your friends. Please. And listen, honestly, out there, if you don't want the alert drops, at least, listen to me, if you have a tiring day, cut up a lemon, keep it on you, and if you're feeling that drowsiness, you're starting to feel that tired feeling, bite into it. It'll save your life.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I've enjoyed this opportunity to speak with you.
Well, thank you, Paul, very, very much. And again, thank you for letting me use your platform to be able to get the word out, because no one can do this alone. It's collaborative. It takes a lot of people. And I really appreciate taking your hard work and the platform you've created and allowing me to share Alert Drops.
My pleasure. Thank you.
So, thanks a lot.
My pleasure. Until next time.
Thanks, Paul. Bye.
The Paul Leslie Hour is hosted, produced, and written by Paul Leslie for Lifestyles Entertainment. For information, visit thepaulleslie.com. Thank you for being with us. Until next time.